4, 3, 2, 1. Hey!
Hi,
How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Oh, we're so glad you could join us today. Tell us where you're coming from. Where are you?
I am in Harlem, New York City. Yes,
Uh-huh.
coming
Yeah, and
at you. Hmm?
what part of Harlem are you?
We live in the southern part of Harlem.
All
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
121st Street.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, it's a beautiful sunny day today, so we're grateful for that.
Yeah.
And everyone is taking these lockdowns pretty seriously and wearing
Hmm.
masks up here.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling pretty good and safe and hopeful.
Great, great. Are you writing any? Are you writing some songs?
Here and there, yes,
Uh-huh.
actually. hmm
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think we're gonna have a lot of songs when we all come out of our caves.
definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a mixture of being like overwhelmed with the collective grief of it all and
Yeah.
not wanting to do anything and not having any motivation, but also to have inspiration in these moments because you feel so much that you just have to write.
Well, and I think we can all take that with us. Those are really good words to live by and comforting because I think we're all having some version of that. I like to say we share exactly the same thing and we're all having a completely different version of it. But that what you described, the idea of sometimes having plenty of energy, other times just being overwhelmed by it, I think that's natural. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
what it's about. Yeah.
And we're all going through this traumatic experience together, and so we have to look at it as trauma, and it's not necessarily that we've personally, although I have plenty of friends who unfortunately have gotten sick,
Mm-hmm.
a few friends who have passed tragically,
Mm,
but
so sorry.
others who have fighting through it, are still continuing to fight through it.
Yeah.
And but the feeling of loss on the greater scale too, that everyone's life was just cut short, you know as far as what they were doing. So, people having weddings that were postponed or canceled,
Hmm.
and concerts and shows and opening nights and these big things that were just ripped away from them. And that feeling of loss, even though it isn't a person, it's so real and it's so important. And people have been spending their entire life leading up to these moments that they don't get to experience. So
Well,
it's all kinds of grief.
yeah. Well, we need to speak to that, and the way we're speaking to it today is one of the greatest balms there is, and that's music and sound and singing together. So I think you got two songs for us today, and one is a song about loss, and another song is just an out and out devotional love song. It's a great pair. Which one are you going to do first for us, Lauren?
I wanted to do the song "Zombie" by the Cranberries first.
Okay. So I want to say quickly to everyone, if you can get the charts at guitarmash.org slash homemade music, if you don't already have them. And when you play, I'm going to ask you, Lauren, just to see if you can get your hands in there so people can see you. Okay.
Absolutely,
All
yes.
right. Well, I'm gonna go into the next room so I can play along too without getting in your way. And tell us the story and lead us in song.
All right, awesome. Well, this song actually came out in 1993, and I was 12 years old. And I remember hearing the Cranberries for the first time as a kid, in my formative years, thinking like, oh my gosh, this is so powerful. This is filled with such rage and pain. And I remember at that early age learning about the IRA from my parents and the conflict that was going on in Northern Ireland. And it confused me because why it made no sense to me why people were killing each other senselessly. And it makes me emotional to talk about. But this senseless violence continues every day here in our country, all over the world, in fact. But recently, and it's tragic because it happens all the time. But you know, the killing of Ahmaud Arbery was really hard and awful recently. Senseless, absolutely senseless. And I've just been feeling so much pain and anger and rage. And, we as allies, as a white person, as an ally, we need to use our voices to speak up for Black lives that matter. And so anyway, I'm just feeling this rage, I'm feeling this pain, I'm feeling this passion. And this song Zombie was written by Dolores O'Riordan after a bombing that took place, and 2 kids died tragically, Jonathan Ball and Tim Perry. And this song had such a response from Ireland that that a few weeks after the song was hitting the top of the charts, there was a ceasefire that was that happened. So it just shows you the power of music. Anyway, so I was feeling the pain, I'm feeling the rage, and this is a good protest song that is mournful, and I just want to share it with you today. All right, here we go. Another head slowly, child is slowly taken. The violence caused such silence, we must be mistaken. But you see, it's not me, it's not my family. In your head, they are fighting with their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their guns. In your head, they are fighting. What's in your head? In your head, someday, someday, someday. What's in your head? In your head, someday, someday, someday. Another mother's breaking heart is taken over. The violence causes silence. Who are we mistaken? It's the same old theme since 1916. In your head, they are fighting with their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their guns. In your head, they're still dying. What's in your head? In your head, someday, someday, someday. What's in your head? In your head, someday, someday, someday. Oh, 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 oh,
Wow. Yeah, that's the real thing. That's the real thing. Thank you for sharing that and leading that.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just there's no room for violence in this world, and yet it happens all the time, and it's time for it to stop.
Yeah.
Senseless.
Well,
Senseless.
Well, the songs have always. I didn't know that this song was somehow instrumental in helping to create a ceasefire, and I think the power of music at times like that. There's nothing that has the ability to speak to people across the divide, because it's really about figuring a way to speak across the divide. And I certainly think this country right now is very divided, and we need to find ways to speak across it and to listen. And music is about doing both that. It's about speaking and about listening. So it's a wonderful reminder. Thank you so much, Lauren.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, the other thing that song and sound does for us is all about love. And that's what this next song is about. So tell us another story. Sing us another song.
All right. I'm going to invite my domestic partner, Rob Morrison, to join me for this one.
Wonderful.
Hello, Internet.
Welcome. All right. Fantastic.
So this next song is called I'm Gonna Be 500 Miles. And when I chose these two songs, I didn't realize that they both came out in 1993. However, this by the Proclaimers, it was originally released in the UK in 88, but it wasn't until 93 that it was released in the US, and became really popular with the movie Benny and June, which was a favorite movie of mine growing up. And what I love about this song is just it makes you feel good. You feel the joy, you feel the love, and it's sort of infectious. And I love a song that has a great chorus where you can sing along and sort of have a call and response. So without further ado, this is I'm Gonna Be 500 Miles. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. When I go out, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. If I get drunk, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. And if I haver, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's havering to you. But I will walk 500 miles and I will walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. When I'm working, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who's working hard for you. And when the money comes in for the work I do, I'll pass almost every penny on to you. When I come home, oh, I know I'm gonna be the man who's come back home to you. And if I grow old, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's growing old with you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. La la la, la la la, when I'm lonely, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's lonely without you. And when I'm dreaming, well, I know I'm gonna dream about the time when I'm with you. When I go out, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. And when I come home, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home with you. I'm gonna be the man who's coming home with you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. La la la, la la la, la la la, la la la.
Yeah. Woo! Oh, I believe it.
Yay!
Oh, that was wonderful. What a wonderful duo. Thank you. Thank you so much. I mean,
Thank you.
I could hear it. When you would go, yeah, da, 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 I could hear the whole country responding in their various households.
Awesome.
Just beautiful. Very joyous indeed. Very joyous indeed. So what's next? What's the next thing you're doing? What are you performing wise or online wise? What should people know about?
What should people know? Okay, so we have together started a program for children that's every Friday through
Wonderful.
an organization called Broadway Babysitters, and you can find us streaming live on online on Facebook, on Instagram, or if you have kids, you can join the Zoom session at Broadway Babysitters, and
Wonderful.
that's at 11 a.m. on Fridays. So that's a consistent thing that we're doing. What else? Next Friday, oh my gosh, what date is that? The 28th, 29th. I'm going to do a live extended 45-minute set online. So just check out my Instagram and my Facebook. Lomo212 is my Insta handle. Obviously, if you're watching this, you see it and you know. But yeah, I have a lot of things cooking. So just check out my stuff and I'll post about it.
Well, Lauren, thank you so much for joining us. And please tell me your partner's name again. I'm sorry.
I'm Rob.
Rob, tell me your whole name, Rob.
Rob Morrison.
All right. Rob and Lauren, beautiful to have you both. Yeah.
Thank you.
And I look forward to when we can see each other actually in person and make a joyful noise together.
Same.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, I'm going to say bye for now. Be
Bye.
well.
Thank you
Take
so
care.
much.
Be safe.
Be safe.
And everyone at home, go play music.